Hello and welcome to our latest video of our video series We Digitalize Our Production. In today's video we show you how we've realized a manual quality check with Peakboard. How this works you see now.
I'll start here with my login screen. Here, I'm again going to use the predefined design and start by making a heading and some text that tells the user that they should log in using the RFID reader that's connected to the Peakboard box via USB. Next, I want to process the signal that comes from the RFID reader. To do that, I've already set up a list with my workers and their IDs, which we're going to be reading out from the RFID reader. Now, I'm going to create the variable into which I'm later going to enter the name of the employee that's currently logged in. Then, I'm going to make a key input event. This will be executed every time that a text is entered and confirmed using the enter key, because that's how the RFID reader works. In this script, I'm first going to check whether we're currently on the login screen, since the RFID reader can also be used when another screen is active. After that, I'm going to create a loop using my table and use it to check if the value in the column ID matches the text that's been entered. That will be found in the variable e.text. If I find that ID, I can enter the relevant employee into the variable. To do that, I'm going to use the index that the ID matched to and the column name. In this case, we can also end the loop and go on to display the next screen. Now, I can go ahead and start with the actual working screen. I'm also going to give this one a heading and then put a few visual elements directly on the screen. I'm going to use these boxes later to display different bits of information about the part that's currently being inspected. For example, we're going to show a technical drawing, information about the order, and information about the different quality criteria here. Additionally, we want to display the employee that's currently logged in on the side, along with a button that allows the employee to log off again. When logging off, the employee should receive a pop-up asking whether they really want to log off. For that, I'm going to enter the header, the text, the two answers, and the scripts that should be executed in each case when one of the two answers is clicked on. Then, I need to set all of these up as a global function. If yes is clicked, then a blank value should be entered in the variable worker, and the login screen should be shown again. For no, I just need to set up an empty script. Then, I can go ahead and place my technical drawing of the product on the screen, and then enter the various quality criteria. In order to view my order details, I need to set up an SQL Server data source. To start off, I'll give this a name, and then enter my connection data, which I already saved ahead of time. From here, I can enter my SQL query and load the data. When I have my data, I want to filter it down for the parts that are being inspected at this particular line. For that, I'm going to create a data flow by right-clicking on the value that I'd like to filter and then setting up a filter on Include Only Rows with this value. After that, I can show my order details. Last, I'm going to set up my OPC UA data source. We're going to use this to control the functionality that forwards good parts on, while filtering out bad parts as rejects. To do that, I'm first going to give the OPC UA data source a name, select my certificate, enter the server URL, and then automatically load the endpoints. Now I can check whether the connection is working, and then select the node that I want to use via Manage Subscriptions. There's a variable for this in our OPC UA server. parts are then accepted or rejected according to how the variable is set. Once I've created the data source, I can set up my buttons. I'll set up a variable for these that will be set to true for OK, which will cause it to forward the part, and another for not OK, which will filter the part out of the production line.
Now we are done with our visualization. We have now the possibility to log in with the current user. Then we can check the current part and say if it's OK or not OK. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we show you an overview of all our 3 production lines. See you then.